Yeah, so this is one of the past papers, right, for AS.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they will give you K, just find the K, right? K is the length.
Oh, yeah.
So they will measure, and then if they are using the ruler, so suppose this length is 10 centimeter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Suppose this length is 10 centimeter.
Mm-hmm.
So the students must write here 10.0 centimeter.
Okay.
Because your ruler will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1 cm, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it has millimeter scale also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's why what I do, I tell my students, if they get 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
I tell them to write 10.1 so that they are not confused.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, or 9.9, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So this part must be seen.
Okay.
Yeah, if it is 10.2, no problem. You can just say 10.2.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is sometimes students will get 5 centimeter, right? So they will just write 5.
Mm-hmm.
So if you write 5, means your ruler doesn't have millimeter scale. It's like 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So you are using a ruler with centimeters only, no millimeters.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the first question is here. First thing you need to consider is here, the decimal point.
Okay.
Then second case, here they will also again A and B. A is also length, B is also length. Again, you will have to be very careful with the. Suppose they got 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Suppose A is 8 centimeter and B is 6.2 centimeter.
Mm-hmm.
So B, no problem, 6.2 centimeter they will write, right?
Yeah.
But students sometimes they may write 8 centimeter. They are in hurry, right? So they will just write 8 centimeter.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, they will lose mark.
Oh.
So they will have to write
something, yeah.
Yeah, so they will have to show the millimeter, so 8.0.
Okay, so okay.
Right? So they must be very careful with this kind of readings, especially in the practicals.
Okay. Then
So just be careful with the students
decimal,
about the
yeah,
significant
position,
figures. Question 1 is all about significant figures.
yes.
Yeah. And then the next thing they ask you here is, again, see here the length of the pendulum.
Mm-hmm.
So here also, if they get 10, it must be written as 10.0.
Yep.
If it is 11.5, no worries. It's 11.5 only.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then vary A by moving the nail to different holes. Adjust B until the value of L is the same as BIV. So these are the students. That's what students are doing. And then measure and record A and B. Again here, significant figure, same. Millimeter must be seen there.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the part where they will have to do.
Oh yeah, 6 set there like.
Yeah, this is the most important part for question 1. This one and the graph.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see here, out of 20, 10 marks is this one already.
Okay, sir. Okay.
50%. So basically, what you need to do here is, they say you are collecting A, B, right?
Mm-hmm.
A and B. So you have a column for A. Then you have to tell the students must write centimeter or millimeter, whatever it is. 1 mark is for this one.
Yes.
B, cm, right? Then 1 by A, cm minus 1.
Yes.
1 by B, cm minus 2.
Yes.
So this heading is 1 mark.
Yes.
And then the data is, if they have the complete set of data, that will be another 1 mark here.
Okay.
And if they have calculated this one correctly, then that will be 1 mark. Then significant figures will be 1 mark. So
yes.
They have different marks. If you look at the marking scheme, they tell you clearly already.
Yes.
Now what you need to be very careful here is that this is A, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the data that you have collected.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are measuring the ruler, like so it will be 5.5. Then another one might be 10.6. Another might be 11.5.
Mm-hmm.
Then 13.7 like this.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see here, the significant figures may be different.
Different, yes.
Yeah, it might be different, but decimal place
Decimal
must be
position. Yes.
same DP.
Same
Because this
position.
is the raw data, right? Your
Yes.
students are collecting the raw data.
Yes.
So it should be same DP. But they may have different significant figures.
Yes.
Same is the case for B also.
Yes.
Now, if this is 1 over A, right?
Yep.
If you are doing 1 over A, now the significant figures for this first row, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
now you follow the significant figures from here.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So this should be having either 2 or 3 significant figures.
Okay.
Because it can have the same number or one more,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
right? But this one will have 3 or 4,
Yeah. Correct.
right?
Yes. Because one divided.
Yeah, because you have used this one, right?
Yes.
So your final answer must have the same number of significant figures or one more.
One more.
Yeah, it can be same number or one more. We can accept one more also.
Yes.
So if it is 3 significant figure, so for example, you use 415, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it has 3 significant figures, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you did 1 divided by 415, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you have used 3 significant figures to calculate the final result, right?
So this is in decimal, sir. 0 point something, right?
Yes, it will be 0 point something, but it will have to have 3 significant figures.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It can be 0.125.
Mm-hmm.
That will be correct.
Mm-hmm.
This is for structure questions also, Pa.
Which one?
Not only for practical, for your structure questions also, if you have to calculate, for example, there is quantity A, quantity B, quantity C,
Yeah.
and then you do A times B divided by C, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your final answer must be the significant figure with least number of significant figures in the data that you have.
Okay. Yeah.
The least number. So even in structured questions, they will look at the significant figures.
Mm-hmm.
The final answer.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, and then the next one is the gradient and y-intercept. For gradient, if this is your line, for example,
Mm-hmm.
if this is your line, then the students,
On the x and y, it's must a heading, yeah, like a 1 over a in 1 over centimeter. Yeah.
yeah. So this one, sometimes students, what do they do? One, if they have to plot 1, 2, sorry,
Yes.
1, 2, and 3, and then here they will say 1, 2, and 3, and they will only plot like this, the line like this.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, they will not get points because they are not covering the full graph, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They have used only this much of the graph.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to make sure this page, the graph page, is fully used, or at least more than half is used.
Mm.
So if you are drawing the line of best fit, in this case, it must go from here.
Yes, sir. I have a question about best fit. The meaning of best fit is.
Oh, okay. If you have a question of best fit, it will be like this part. So it's like this. If, for example, you got points like this, 1 point here, 1 point here, 1 point here,
Okay,
1
okay.
point here, another here, and then another here.
Yes.
So sometimes students, what they think is line of best fit is from the first point to the last point.
Yes.
That's wrong.
It's wrong, yeah.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Okay. Yes.
So your line of best fit sometimes may not have any point on the line.
Yeah.
If you are drawing line of best fit, you just need to make sure that this is line, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there must be same number of points on this side and on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if doing so, if there are some points lying on the line, it's good already.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, if you see this is 1 point and this is 1 point, below the line there are 2 points, right?
Yep.
And above the line there are 2 points, right?
Yep.
So this is balanced already. So this is the line of best fit.
Yep.
And there are some points lying on the line also. This is better.
Yep.
Sometimes we may get points like this, very near points like this,
Mm-hmm.
right? In that case, we may draw a line of base fit like this,
Mm-hmm.
so that this point and this point are not lying on the line.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But sometimes if the graph is like this,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Like this,
Mm-hmm.
so you may have to draw a line like this. So in that case, none of the points may be lying on the graph also.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that case also you have to be very careful.
And also about gradient, sir. Is it we use the triangle from this line, yeah, not from the first and the last point, yeah.
Not from the first one. You have to take any 2 points from this line,
Yep.
except the points that you have plotted,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and then you have to show it on the triangle also.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So here, for example, you might take this point, you might take this point
Yeah.
and this point,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So you need to train the students to show that in the graph also.
Yep.
So they will have to show this and this.
So we need also draw the triangle, sir. So.
Yes, 1 point. 1 point is for triangle.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Is it
1 point is
line
for
or
triangle.
like line?
Line.
Line, yeah.
Not dotted line.
Not dotted line,
solid.
line. Oh.
Not dotted line. Solid line.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
And then they will ask you questions like this.
Yeah, yeah.
This one is very easy. We just need to change it into y equals to mx plus c.
Yes. Line.
And then what is y, what is m, what is x, and what is c. You already know, and then you just write there. This one is important.
Mm-hmm.
They will ask for units also.
Mm.
So when they ask for units, this one is a very also easy. What you have plotted on y-axis, if it is centimeter per centimeter, for p centimeter, p may be the gradient, right?
Mm-hmm. Gradient.
So if it is centimeter and centimeter, the p will not have any unit because it is
Yes.
centimeter over centimeter gradient.
Yes.
For y-intercept, q is usually y-intercept. So you see here, y-intercept is only centimeter.
Centimeter. Oh.
Yeah.
If there is no centimeter in y-intercept, it's wrong, yeah.
If there is no
Unit.
no, yeah, they are asking for units, right? So they will not give point if you don't give the unit.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, they will ask you for units also.
Oh. Okay.
And then the this one again include a unit for m. They will ask units also. So just be careful with this the instructions.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes the question like provide the unit, yeah, sorry.
Sometimes
Oh, I think on the past paper, yeah, not practical, yeah.
not practical.
Not practical.
For MC for structural questions, sometimes they give you the units.
Mm-hmm.
Not for practical.
Okay.
And then this is the second question. Second question, usually there are only 2 data.
Mm-hmm.
Here they will ask you to find the percentage uncertainty. This is very simple. Percentage uncertainty is like if you are using a ruler,
Yeah.
you know already, right, how to find.
A half small square, yeah, divided.
For example, you use d 5.3 centimeter, right? 5.3 centimeter.
Okay.
Then the least uncertainty is 0.1 centimeter, right? 1 millimeter.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So percentage is 0.1 over 5.3 times 100. Done.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Not
because
not a half square of ruler.
what do you mean half square?
It's like uncertainty. A half small square.
Oh, no. It can be half small square or it can be the full small square. It depends.
Mm,
For simplicity, you can just take one square.
one square, only one square, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, okay, okay.
Because the smallest for ruler is 1 mm, right?
Yes, 1 millimeter.
Yeah. So this is the uncertainty for ruler.
Okay.
But when we are using multiple readings, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can use 0.5 mm also.
Okay.
If it is only one reading, you cannot use 0.5.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are taking the average, taking 2 or 3 readings and finding the average, in that case you can take 0.5.
Okay.
So the one you said half small square is also true, but for that case you will have to take average of 2 or more than 2 data.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because if you take average, then uncertainty decreases, right? That's why they say 0.5.
Mm-hmm.
But if it is only one reading, then it will be 1 mm.
Because one reading, yeah.
Yeah, because one reading was only, so it can be 1 mm only. The uncertainty is 1 mm.
Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then next one is same again, measure and record x. They will apply at 5.0. If it is 5, same thing.
This is also use the point something, yeah. Sorry, yeah. That
Yes.
says 10.
Everywhere, if they are using the ruler with millimeter scale, everywhere 0.0.
Okay. In millimeter, yeah. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. When
Because
the ruler,
if they do not write 0.0, the examiner will think that, oh, this ruler did not have millimeter scale.
oh, yeah, yeah, I know, I know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then for this one, this is the data. Now you have this one, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is the most important. I will give you 2 free points for all students. 2 free points.
Yeah.
Okay. The first, the free point for every experiment it is applicable. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The uncertainty or limitation is only 2 readings, not enough
Okay.
to draw a valid conclusion.
Mm.
This is 3 point.
Okay.
For any experiment, question number 2.1.
Oh.
And then the improvement for this one will be take more than 2 readings, plot graph to draw the conclusion. Every experiment question number 2 you can write these 2 points.
Oh, okay. It's about 2 readings.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Okay. Now the next thing is if it is about swinging thing, pendulum thing, anything, the limitation will be
2.
sometimes the students might do it in front of aircon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes in front of fan.
Mm-hmm.
So if it is about swinging thing,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the fan or the AC might have disturbed the oscillation.
Mm-hmm.
Then improvement will be do the experiment away from fan or aircon.
Okay.
So other points will depend on the type of experiment,
Mm-hmm.
type of the practical that they do. But these 2 points are always valid for any practicals.
Okay.
So when I do this paper, right, I tell my students already, see, these are the 2 points where you get 2 points. So always remember.
Mm-hmm.
Because in experiment 2, we always do only 2, we only take 2 readings and then compare. So 2 readings is not enough for comparing.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the 2 points that you can ask your students also to make sure that they write these 2 for 2 free points.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then for 2, 3, 4, it's up student.
It depends on the experiment part.
Oh, depends. Well, okay. Depends.
Yeah. So if you see the marking scheme, then you will be clear about the experiment.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay. Oh, I get some knowledge about. Okay, thank you, sir. Then.
Yeah, when it is your first year, it's difficult because I also experienced that one. Now I am experienced already. I have been teaching for almost 7 years now.
Oh, 7 years. Oh,
Yeah, but initially when I came, yeah, I also had some difficulties. That's why
mhm.
no problem. If you have any questions, just let me know.